A few weeks ago, I deleted every social media app from my phone. Instagram, Threads, Pinterest, Facebook, YouTube. I even deleted YouTube Studio. I was just trying to get rid of all of the apps that I felt like were distractions for me. And it definitely had quite an impact. Before we get too deep into the details of today's chat, I just want to acknowledge the complete irony of talking about time away from social media on social media. YouTube is a little bit different, but it is still a form of social media. As a testament to being real and weird, enjoy this montage of awkwardness that is me trying to film this video and being interrupted multiple times on a variety of occasions. Oh, and yes, that is paint on my arm. Is that better? I still feel like it's like pointed at my crotch. How's that? Hello! Alright, trying to find the right angle for this video that I'm making about social media. Not really feeling super motivated to make this video right now. Don't really care about social media anymore. I guess I can just do it. Almost feel like I should be like just filming a painting video and then just voicing over that. You know what? Let's just watch me paint. I think as artists, there's this kind of idea that you have to be on social media in order to succeed. And I think that there is some validity in that, but I also think that it might be hurting you more than helping you. And that, I think, was the case for me. There was a lot that I gained from deleting these apps from my phone. The first being immediate relief upon deleting the apps. The second thing that I gained was a lot more time in meditation, and along with that, a lot more time in silence and introspection. I also, and this is really difficult for me to admit, I gained 2.5 extra hours in my day. I had no idea that I was spending that much time on my phone until I deleted all those apps and the screen time went down significantly. I will say I do use my phone to film videos, and I also use it sometimes for reference images while I'm painting. So I will have the screen up while I'm doing that. So that does account for a good chunk of screen time, but still, it was a major change. I also gained more presence and patience, which we could all use. I started to look forward to social interactions, like one-on-one social interactions, a lot more because I didn't feel like my social battery was being drained through the endless scroll. And one of the main things that I gained was actually the realization that I don't need social media as much as I thought I did. There were definitely some inconveniences and some things that I missed, but overall, I would say that it was a positive detox experience. One of the points that I made was the realization that I don't need social media as much as I thought I did, and I want to go into that a little bit deeper because I feel like this is really where social media and creativity meet. And as I said earlier, I feel like there's this idea that as artists, we need social media, but we really don't need it. It can be a helpful tool, But if that helpful tool becomes a hindrance or a distraction, then it's doing more harm than it is good. And I've had this idea in my mind that I have to be creating short form content like Reels and YouTube Shorts in order to grow and in order to be successful. That was all the information that I was hearing. And so I did that. I created the short form videos, and it's not that I didn't enjoy creating them, but the time that it took to create those videos was not worth the payoff that I was getting. You have to consider like how invested people are that are watching your videos. Even if you're getting a lot of views, and I wasn't on most of my videos, but even if you are getting a lot of views, how invested are those people that are watching your video? And it's quite likely that they're not very invested at all because they're just coming across your video as they're scrolling and they're stuck in this dopamine search. And they might get a little hit of dopamine from your video, but then they're on to the next thing. And so I just wasn't seeing the payoff in the amount of time that I was investing into creating short form videos. And like I said, there are some short form videos that I enjoyed making and I still enjoy watching them, but I just feel like it's not the same type of investment as creating a long form video, where if someone is clicking on my long form video, that they're aware that they may spend several minutes watching this content and that they may walk away with something and they might get something out of it. I kept trying to grow on Instagram creating these videos and I just wasn't seeing the growth, and it was just becoming like this frustration from the content creation side of things. Not even to mention the like distraction of opening the app and getting pulled in to watching a bunch of videos and scrolling through your feed, but just the content creation side of it wasn't worth it for me. And once I deleted the app and I went a few weeks without engaging on Instagram, I realized that I wasn't missing out on anything. Nothing changed significantly in my life as a result of not posting on Instagram. It's not like I saw a decrease in people coming to my website or sales, which there aren't very many, to be very honest, in general, but it didn't seem like it was affecting me to post or to not post. So I decided in that time away from social media that I don't plan to really go back to prioritizing Instagram. I still have an Instagram and I still go on there occasionally, but I did delete the app from my phone, so I'm only checking it when I'm on the internet. Anyways, kind of rambling, but to conclude, I don't really like short form content. I'm gonna stick to creating long form content because I feel like that is worth it for me and it is providing more value to you as well. So, some of the things that were challenging about removing social media from my life, the first few days were definitely challenging just for the fact that I would like pick up my phone and like go to find an app and I realized that I had these habitual programmed responses anytime there was a gap in activities during the day, or anytime that I felt a little bit maybe overwhelmed by the work that I was doing. There was this automatic, like I didn't even think about it, response of picking up my phone. And it took a few days, maybe even a week, for that muscle memory to start to die down, to where I wasn't reaching for my phone automatically as a distraction. And I started to, instead of reaching for my phone to get out of these uncomfortable feelings that I was having, I started to instead just sit with the discomfort. I mean, what a concept to just be with whatever you are experiencing instead of running from it. I really think that this is super unconscious, something that we do, but it can be really damaging. And it's so much more helpful if you can just sit and be with the feelings. I did miss watching YouTube videos on my phone. It's something that I would do if I ever like ate lunch by myself. I would just put on the video and watch it in the background while I ate, and I enjoyed that. So I did miss that, but it did make me be more intentional about watching videos when I did want to watch them because I would sit on my computer instead, and it wasn't just like a casual thing of getting stuck watching videos. Since then, I have re-downloaded YouTube because I'm a big YouTube fan and I can't help it. And I think that I get a lot of value out of watching YouTube videos, but I did, and this is a trick that you guys can do too if you like YouTube, but you don't want to see the short form content, just open up the app and there's like three little dots on the side of every reel that pops up on the home menu. If you just click that and press not interested on every single reel, and you do that like a couple times for every row of reels that you see, it will tell the algorithm that you do not like watching reels, or not reels, YouTube shorts. It'll tell the algorithm that you do not like watching the shorts, and so it will remove them completely from your feed. And that has helped so much with the distraction, because sometimes I would see a video and it would look somewhat interesting and I would just click it to watch it, and then I would get stuck continuing to watch and watch and watch. And when I am watching a long form video, that does not happen. I watch the one video and then I get what I needed to get out of it and I'm done. So if you are like me and you don't want to get stuck in the scroll, but you end up doing it anyways, try that out. Let me know if it works for you. I did completely delete Instagram and I do not plan on going back to that. I still check Instagram, so if you message me on there or you post something and tag me in it, I will see it. I don't really plan on posting there right now. I may in the future decide to go back to posting, but for right now, I don't feel like it's nourishing me and I don't feel like it's necessary. You can connect with me here on YouTube. You can always email me if you have any questions, and I'll do my best to get back to you. The other app that I did re-download was Pinterest. I do sometimes scroll on Pinterest, but it's not typical. And I like to use Pinterest for outfit inspiration, for recipes, and for reference images as well. So it's really just a place of inspiration. It's not so much of an endless doom scroll. So, long story short, if you notice that any of these apps have become distractions or time wasters, I highly encourage you to use the delete button. And you can always re download something if you feel like you really want it in your life. But I think that you might realize that it's not as important as you think it is. So, use that delete button. Spend more time in reality, in the real world around you. Interact with your friends. Call them, see them in person. I promise you, it is so much better than just getting lost in a endless feed of people that you don't really even know or don't really care about. There is so much distraction in the world in general, but when you add the internet on top of this physical reality that already has so much unnecessary garbage and stuff, it just amplifies that so much when you add the social media realm on top of that. It is so much clutter. It is so unnecessary, and I feel so relieved having cleared that from my mental space. And I highly encourage you to do that as well. There is so much noise online, and it is honestly so much nicer to have no idea what people are up to. And if I want to know what they're up to, I can just reach out directly because I care about them. And it means more probably for me to do that than to like their Instagram post. I hope, at least. That's all for now. Hello, Summer here, coming to you live from the editing desk. I just wanted to say thank you for being here and watching me and listening to me. If you haven't seen some of my other stuff, I highly encourage you to check it out. I am an artist. I'm a human being just trying to figure out this whole human experience, and I share that journey here with you guys on YouTube. I hope you resonate. If you don't, get lost. Just kidding. You can stay if you want. But yeah, that's it. I'm grateful. It means a lot that people want to listen. So, peace out.